Whoop to motherfucking whoop, guys. You already know it's my name is Chocolate, and that means again that it is Friday. And this week is my cup of tea. This week is about mythic creatures, what we bond with, this, that, and the other. And of course, you know, everybody picks like dragons and everything like that. And, you know, I'm nowhere near am I judging dragons because absolutely love dragons. Fully believe in dragons. With my let's put this out on the table real quick. With my religious beliefs, I fully believe in and see dragons and everything like that. So that being said, you don't like my beliefs, that's fine. You think I'm crazy, even better. Some people think I'm crazy, but that's okay. It comes with the territory of, you know, big boobs. Anyways, Falcor, Mac, love you, dude. That was awesome. Never Ending Story is one of my all-time favorites. And Nick, the vampires, as long as you believe in the ones that aren't shiny, that's all good. And actually, vampires are real. It's considered a lifestyle choice for some people, but as long as the ones you don't believe in are sparkly. Anyways, but I am an animistic pagan, which means that I am more in tune with my native side. Animist is the traditional Native American belief system. So, I mean, Thunderbird is one of the main ones. For you guys that don't know any of this stuff, besides the car, Thunderbird is the controller of the upper main world. And he's, you know, when he flaps his wings, that's what creates thunder. And when you see lightning, it's because he's throwing bolts into the water to try and find the great horned serpent, who is trying to get rid of things that are close to the great horned serpent, which is the ruler of the underworld. But that is a couple of the mythical creatures. The other one is like a panther. That's some Native American religious belief systems. I personally don't. The panther thing's nothing to me. I'm more serpent and Thunderbird. He is also the one that you see at the top of all of the totem poles. He's depicted in a lot of art, things like that. So I'm sure that if you guys have ever seen a totem pole, you have seen Thunderbird, or the depiction of Thunderbird. But anyways, let's get down to who I connect with as a mythical creature. And without a doubt, I am completely connected to the Fae. My other being is a fairy. So I am very connected with the Fae. I fully believe that my daughters are fairies. At least Jasmine is. She is incredibly mischievous. Always has been. I collect fairy, like all sorts of fairy stuff, like fairy sculptures. I make fairy doors. There's like a fairy door in like every other room in my house. Fairy gardens. And with my religious beliefs, I make offerings to my fairies. And a lot of things end up come up missing in my house, and always get blames on the fairies. The other night, my ring, which I know 100% because I do it every single time. If I ever take my ring off, like I was baking cookies, I always take off my rings when I'm baking, because there was one instance where I actually almost baked my ring into a cupcake. So I always take my rings off when I'm baking. I actually took mine off because I've been baking and cleaning and everything like that. But I put it on this little like key hook thing that we have in our kitchen, and it's always there, always, always, always. And the other night, I went back to go get my ring, and it was gone. Couldn't find it anywhere. It was nowhere to be found. Girls were already asleep, so I know that they didn't get to it. And then when I searched the house up and down for my ring, it was in the bathroom on the toothpaste and toothbrush holder. So we blame things on the fairies a lot here. But I have fairy rings in my yard. I don't know if anybody knows what those are, but they're little mushrooms that make that make little circles. They're also flowers that make circles, like the little purple flowers. I have dozens of those. There's actually one right over there. I'm sitting outside my back porch, and you can see them. This tablet doesn't have the reverse camera visible, so I can't really show you guys. But yeah. Of course, I pick the girliest one of the mythical creatures, but I am very connected with fairies. Like I said, my other being is a fairy. I am very, like, whenever I do tarot, I use the Dragon and Fae deck, other than my native deck. And whenever I do spells, once again, pagan, whenever I do spells or rituals, the Fae is the first ones that I invite, other than, Selu and, my preferred gods and goddesses. So, yeah, I absolutely love this topic. And I'm a fairy. And my other being's name is actually Oksana. So, she is a mute fairy. She had a long history, but in other words, or just to make a long story short, got involved with a group that she shouldn't have, and lost her voice. So, yeah, everybody's gonna think I'm crazy after this video, but that's okay. I don't care. You guys will still watch because, cleavage views. So, but anyways, guys, much motherfucking wicked clone love. I'm gonna get going because it's actually starting to rain, and I'm sitting outside on my back porch. Much motherfucking wicked clone love. Don't forget to always keep it wicked. Later, guys.